Do you know who Robbie Williams is? This is the question that has been stirring all over TikTok since December with the newly released Better Man film that is really detailing the rise, the fall, and sort of this rejuvenation of a career of Robbie Williams. Before we get into the review of Better Man, thank you all for the continued support. Welcome back to the first review of 2025. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and let's go ahead and jump right into it. This film is definitely one of those movies where you are a little bit confused. It is detailing the rise and fall of Robbie Williams, who in the 90s was a big pop star over in Europe and Australia, but never really took on in America. Now, there are songs like Candy that everybody knows, but it's just one of those things where it's now become this battle of who is right and who is wrong between America and Europe. Because people in Britain specifically are saying we should know who he is. America is saying he was attempted to be brought over, but his stuff never really stuck. Now, with Better Man, I will say the film is a lot better than I thought it was going to be. Was it great? We're going to get into that. The one confusing part, and if I did not watch the interviews before to see why he is portrayed as a monkey. And when you're looking at this movie and you see the CGI and everything that's brought in, it really takes away from, in my opinion, what the film is trying to portray. In many ways, I feel like if you're going to do a film that is a biopic in a sense, you just need to have a person that is very similar. If you think about 2024, we had a lot of releases. We had a complete unknown with Bob Dylan. We had the Bob Marley documentary. We had the Amy Winehouse documentary. And they're all played by people. But having a CGI animal as the star of the film definitely is a drawback in many ways. Now, what I really think that this film does for people like myself and other people that may not know who Robbie Williams is really detail how important he is to European, especially in England, music and what he was able to do there. And ultimately, like I've said, he did not take over and really have an impact over here in the United States. In many ways. Now, there are fans of him, so I'm not going to go that far. Getting a little bit further into the movie, I think they do a good job of really highlighting where he came from, what his challenges were, and really seeing where the rise and fall kind of takes place. You kind of get to see how it takes place. Now, like I've said, the drawback is there is so much CGI in this, and there's so much of a take of, in a sense, of rewriting who Robbie Williams is. I feel like, yes, he was important to the culture over there in Europe, but I also feel like in many ways, this film is making it seem like he is bigger than he ever was. Now, that's not to take anything away from him, but I feel like, in a sense, I read a comment and it really stuck with me before seeing it. And that was, he is rewriting his own career. And I really feel like that way. Now, they spent $110 million on this film. And so far, it has already opened up over in Europe and other places around the world. And I believe the last number that I saw was it had less than $3 million at the box office. When you are trying to create a movie and build it up like it's going to be great and everybody should be excited and it flops, that tells you something was not done correctly. And in this, I feel like there are so many times during the 2 hours where you almost feel like walking out. It almost feels like you're sitting there trying to listen to the story, listen to who he was, but you just kind of want to walk out. And that's how I felt tonight. And so when it comes down to whether or not this movie will be successful, I do not think it will. I think overall, as a numerical rating, that this film is about a 1.7 out of 5. It is a movie where if you like Robbie Williams and you want to go see it, you're going to enjoy it. But if you're somebody that keeps seeing things on TikTok and seeing interviews that he's doing and you're going out thinking you're going to enjoy this movie, this is definitely not a movie that is going to be very intriguing for you. And that is coming from somebody that really enjoys a good biopic and documentary style film. This is not it. But if you are a Robbie Williams fan, like I said, I think you probably will enjoy it as long as you get away from the CGI animal Robbie Williams style that the movie portrays. But A Better Man will be released here soon. I believe it comes out on the 10th. I got to see it a little bit early. But like I said, thank you all for the continued support and make sure to hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned. We are in full force for 2025 as I try to hit Regal's 250 movie milestone. So thank you all for watching, and I will talk to you all later.